Welcome to tutorials on C programming. These tutorials are based on the textbook The C Programming Language written by Dennis Ritchie and Brian. This video contains explanation about declarations, Const Qualifier and Arithmetic Operators from the second chapter, Types, Operators and Expressions. You already know that variables and functions together make a program. So before you use any variable, it must be declared. So now we are going to talk about declarations. So a variable must be declared before use. And declaration means it specifies a type and it contains a list of one or more variables of that type. For example, int lower upper step. So int is the type, lower, upper and step are the name of the variables. You can either declare it in a single line or you can declare it separately like int lower, int upper, int step also. And the later one line by line is it's taking more space in a program. But if you want to add a comment for each, then that style will be good. And a variable may also be initialized in its declaration. You can write like the name followed by an equal sign and an expression. So the expression serves as initializer. For example, int I is equal to 0. There you are initializing the variable. If the variable is not automatic, that means if it is an external variable, the initialization is done once only, usually at the top of the file. Like before the program starts executing, that variable gets initialized and the initializer must be a constant expression. And if you are explicitly initializing an automatic or local variable or internal variable, if you are initializing at the beginning of a function, so that variable get initialized each time the function or block is entered. So here the initializer can be an expression as well. External and static variables are initialized to 0 by default. But automatic variables are not initialized by default. So if you don't explicitly initialize them, they have undefined or garbage values. Const Qualifier. The qualifier const can be applied to the declaration of any variable, just to specify that its value will not be changed. Like for example, const double E is equal to 2.71. You can see that value. Then const char message, that array you are initializing with warning and you are mentioning that array as const. So later in the program, these const variables cannot be changed. And for function definitions, if you are writing int string length of const char array, the const declaration ensures that the function will not change that array. And the result is implementation defined if you make an attempt to change a const. Sometimes it might be a warning, like you are trying to change a read-only variable, and sometimes it might result in an error. Arithmetic operators. The binary arithmetic operators are plus, minus, star. Star stands for multiplication, and slash, that is division, and the modulus operator percentage. Percentage stands for the remainder after division. Suppose you have two integers x and y, you are dividing them x divided by y. When x is divided by y, if y divides x exactly, the remainder will be 0. So x percentage y will be 0. If it doesn't, there will be a number as remainder. In that case, x percentage y is not 0. So percentage stands for modulus operation. So here are some examples of modulus operations. If here percentage 4 equal 0 and here percentage 100 not equal to 0, or here percentage 400 equal 0. This is the condition to check whether a given year is a leap year. And the condition is a year is a leap year if it is divisible by 4 but not by 100, except that years divisible by 400 are leap years. Therefore, you are checking the first condition year percentage 4, it should be divisible by 4 equals 0, and it should not be divisible by 100. So here not equal to 0 is checked. Or if any year is divisible by 400, in that case it is 400 equal to 0. If either of these condition is satisfied, it is a leap year, otherwise it is not a leap year. So the percentage operator cannot be applied to a float or double, it can only be applied to an int. And if you are using the negative operands, then the sign of the result for percentage are machine dependent. And regarding precedence, if you have plus and minus in an expression, in an arithmetic expression, they have the same precedence. And their precedence is lower than star, slash, and percentage. That is, multiplication, division, and modulus have higher precedence compared to addition and subtraction. Arithmetic operators associativity is from left to right. Because you have plus and minus in an expression, so their associativity is from left to right. First the operation on left will be executed and then it goes to right. Similarly for multiplication, division, and modulus, the associativity is from left to right. Remaining part of this chapter will be uploaded in another video. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.